The difference between ease and easy in your business. How easy and searching for easy is actually keeping you stuck, where ease actually comes from, and then how to cultivate more of it, and why that's the thing that you actually want to train your brain to cultivate, to solve for, to look for, to build, right? To embody in your business experience, okay?
Welcome, I'm Kelsey, soul embodiment coach and biz mentor, helping women soulpreneurs unleash their Creatrix CEO so they can build a business they love, express their magic in medicine, and live their version of happy, successful, and impactful.
So, easy, right? What is easy? And we see the easy promise all over the internet space, okay? I'm talking those 10 steps to 10K months, the book 30 clients in 30 days, like the way we are marketed to, that it's like, it's really just this simple. Follow these 3 steps, or follow this flawless, trusted, proven formula. And at the other end of it is this really big result, viral results or overnight results, right? Our brain, we're human, right? We are human. It's no fault of ours that our brain is always looking for the shortcut or the easy win, right? The quick fix. But what we're really talking about here is retraining our brain to cultivate the ease, and why that's important. That's what we're getting into, okay? So the easy button, the silver bullet, the quick fix, the overnight success, like that is plastered all over the internet. That is what makes the internet noisy, and that is what is kind of distracting your brain, and that is what is ultimately going to keep you stuck. If you are letting your brain rule the decision-making process here around like we need the easy fix or the quick win, like that's like our results, our desired results in business, our success in business is on the other side of this easy button or the shortcut. It's gonna keep you stuck, okay? It's gonna keep you spinning in circles, because every time that 10-step list to 10K months starts to not feel easy, you're gonna start searching for the next easy win, for the next quick fix, right? And so it's gonna keep you spinning in these circles, because easy isn't always a guarantee. Easy isn't always a guarantee. And when it comes to not just your business, but your life, there are things that are outside of your control. There are things that you just cannot plan for, right? Some days you hit all the red lights, and those are not easy days, right? Those are really frustrating days. But like that is so outside of your control. And so if you are always looking for easy, you're going to be very disappointed, right? So the bigger win, honestly, is to cultivate ease in our business. And even like everything we're talking about here can be, slapped over like your life outside of business as well. So, but the thing we want to start training our brain to really focus on and cultivate is that felt sense of ease. So let's talk about what that actually is, okay? Because easy is almost that, when we're looking for the quick win or the quick fix or the silver bullet, like the magic sauce, the magic pill, we're looking for a shortcut, which is just another way of bypassing, right? Our brain is looking for the route that's gonna let us bypass all of the growing pains, or just the very common and normal day-to-day challenges that are part of being a human, that are part of living, that are part of freaking existing, right? So ease is very different than that, and let's talk about what ease actually is, okay? So, or where ease actually comes from in your business, how it's created, how it's cultivated. So ease comes from having a clear plan. Okay, 2 things. Ease comes from having a clear plan, and then knowing what you need and what to do about it so that you can execute on the plan. Okay? So ease comes from having a clear plan and then knowing what you need and what to do about it so that you can show up and execute on it, take action, stay actionable on the plan. So when it comes to building our businesses and having an online presence, there is so much decision making that goes into, you know, running a social media presence and communicating with people and creating posts and putting your stuff out there and advocating for what it is you do and your services and blah, 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 blah. There's a huge mental load there when it comes to making decisions. And so ease comes from having a clear plan and knowing exactly what you're here to do, like having that clarity. Ease comes from the confidence of knowing exactly what you're doing, exactly how you're showing up, right? Who you're speaking to, what it is you're selling. You know what I mean? Like that clarity and that confidence creates so much ease in our mental sphere, in our brains. Because we don't have to constantly every day be redeciding what are we doing today, right? Like think about this with content creation. If you're someone who's like, you know, I'm posting, but I'm posting like, hey, come buy my product, come, like my business is open for sale, like now taking new clients. And some days I'm posting like funny memes, and every day I'm like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to post today? And I wake up in this like anxiety because I don't know what I'm fucking supposed to post about, but I know I'm supposed to be consistent online, and I know I'm supposed to show up, and I know I'm supposed to put myself out there, but like, what the fuck am I doing, right? All of that is decision fatigue. It is mental overwhelm. And decision fatigue is a real phenomenon where our brain only has so much decision-making power or capacity each day. And so this is where we hit those like mental overwhelm blocks and that lack of motivation, because our brain literally just doesn't have any more capacity for making a decision. You know, these days where you've had a long, hard day and your partner says, what do you want to have for dinner? And you're like, I don't fucking know. Like, I literally can't make any more decisions. I just need someone to feed me, right? Raise your hand if you've ever felt like that in business, where you have been just racking your brain all day with, what do I do? Should I do this or should I do that? Should it look like this or should it look like that? Should I say this thing or should I say this thing? And at the end of it, you haven't even posted anything because you've been going back and forth in your mind trying to make a decision that no decision was ever even made, because it's just overwhelming and exhausting, right? So ease comes from having a clear plan. It's making a decision and sticking to it for like 30 days. Or maybe 90 days, just starting somewhere, picking an action step and actually going all in on it, right? So ease comes from, again, having that clear plan and then knowing what you need and what to do about it to stay actionable on that plan. So that second piece, knowing what you need and what to do about it so that you can stay actionable on that plan, that looks like being a really great, you could say really great boss to yourself, or just a really great leader, this is self-leadership. What do I need to either get into the mood or to feel empowered or to feel resourced or to feel supported so that I can show up and do the thing that I said I was going to do, right? So that I can show up and take the action that I said I was going to take. So this all comes back to just the reality of like habit building and building new skill sets that are required for business, okay? So when you know what you need to feel good, to feel pumped up, to feel energized or like ready to do that thing, and then you know what you need and you know what to do about it, you go do it, and then you show up and take action on the business, on the action plan, right? So let me just think of like an example here. Like, let's use the content creation, because this is what we do in my, let me take a sip of water. In my one-on-one coaching plans, what we do is we create that clarity, we create that clear action plan so that you know what you're doing in your business, because this is where so much of us get hung up. Again, that overwhelm of like, well, should I post this today or should I post that? We just decide, we pick you a starting point, and then we go all in on it for 30 days or 90 days so that we can build those habits and build those skills and build those self-trust muscles and cultivate that easeful experience in your mind, body, and spirit, because you know what you're doing, and you know what you need and what to do about it to show up and do the thing, right? Does that make sense? So like if you are that person or that's feeling like, okay, I know I need to be consistent and I know I need to post regularly and I know I need to be there for my audience, but again, I'm waking up every morning going, oh fuck, what am I supposed to post today? What am I supposed to even say? What am I even supposed to post about? Right? What we do in one-on-one work is we get really fucking clear on that. Who are you speaking to? Who is your ideal client right now? Where do you have the most impact? Like when it comes to your services and your skill set, where do you have the most impact? And let's focus there, right? Let's get your messaging nailed. Like let's get that figured out so that you know every time you're posting, you know exactly what your post is doing. You know its purpose. You know who it's serving, right? Like this post is to create a bigger reach and reach more people. Same thing. To reach more people, to create relatability with my audience, to hopefully build some relationships, right? To connect with some people, and I know exactly what to say, and then I can just show up, write the post, and post it, right? That's easeful. That's ease in your business. You know what to do, and you know how to execute on it, right? Another example would be like, okay, this post, I know that on this day, these posts are for connecting to the people that have already expressed some interest in my services or in my work. And so on, I'm just making stuff up, you guys. On Wednesdays, I post something that connects with those people who've already expressed interest in my work, that are, the ones that are kind of lurking in the background, that are liking all my stuff. This post is to build safety with them and let them know that they can get on a call with me, that they can DM me, that they can reach out, that they can connect with me. I'm letting them know that I'm reminding them of what I do and how I'm here to support them. And I'm creating that safety and that relationship where they know like, oh, it's safe for me to reach out and actually contact her about getting on a call or whatever, right? Because people are in their own stuff. They're like, oh my God, maybe she's too busy, or maybe, like whatever. So, this post is to create that safety so that they know that I'm here and I'm ready and I'm willing, and that it is safe for them to reach out or hit that buy button or book that call, right? So when you have a plan and you know exactly what you're showing up for every day, that's where the ease comes in, because your brain is saved. Your brain is saved from all of that mental overwhelm and decision fatigue, right? You wake up every morning going, oh my God, what am I going to put? Oh, wait a minute. I know exactly what I'm posting today. I have a plan. Whew. Instant ease in my body, in my being, in my spirit, in my mind, because I don't have to make a decision. This decision has already been made. My only thing now is to show up and do it, right? So that second piece of ease is knowing what you need and what to do about it so that you can show up and execute on the plan. So again, that comes back to that self-leadership, that being that really great boss to yourself, or being just that really empowered, Creatrix leader for yourself, okay? So we also work on this in my one-on-one coaching programs as well, because this is where like the work underneath the work is. You think the work is like building out the strategy and building out the plan, but really it's all of this embodied like mindset stuff of learning how to work with your mind, body, spirit, learning how to work with your system, how to love and accept yourself through all of the ups and the downs and the emotions and the mindset meltdowns, so that you can show up and execute on the thing, right? So that you can stick with the plan, whether it's 30 days or 90 days of building a new habit or skill or whatever it is. This is the work underneath the work, is knowing what you need and what to do about it so that you can show up and take the action, okay? So this might be like, some days like I'm feeling some kind of way and I know that I just, I need to go on that walk. I need to go on a walk before I sit down and write my content, because I feel so much better when I let myself do that, right? Or maybe some days, maybe someday you wake up feeling some kind of way and you're like, you know what feels really good, like what I need and what I can do about it is that I write this post from the comfort of my bed today, because that's just what my body needs. That's what my brain needs to relax into this and let it be easeful, right? So I'm just going to write my post from here. Or maybe I'm going to show up on my live in my comfy clothes today, because that's just what I need to show up and execute, right? Maybe you need to go scream into a pillow, or maybe you need to, my number one tool is music. I know that if I put on a pump me up song, my mood is instantaneously going to shift. That doesn't mean it's 0 to 100, right? That doesn't mean that one song is going to make me all of a sudden feel like perfect and blissful, but it is going to shift my energy by a minimum of like 5 to 10 degrees. Like, that's how impactful, God, maybe even more. I would say music for me is like, it's a 30% shift. Like, music is so impactful for me and my energy. So, but find your thing. Even if it's 1 or 2 degrees of shift, just that is going to feel so good. And knowing what you need and what to do about it so that you can execute on the goal, again, that is what creates the ease, because there's none of that decision fatigue where you're trying to figure it all out and make a plan. You have the plan. You have the plan and you know how to execute on it. That's where the ease comes in your business, okay? Because again, not every day is an easy day, and there is nothing we can do to guarantee easy in our lives and our business, because we can't control everything. We do not live or manifest in a vacuum. And so if we are constantly searching for the easy, you are going to be disappointed a lot. So again, this is why shifting the focus of our brain from the easy silver bullet magical method or formula that's going to let us bypass all of the growing pains is not sustainable, and it's going to leave you spinning, and it's going to leave you burnt out, and it's going to leave you disappointed, right? So this is why shifting our brain's focus and kind of retraining our brain to cultivate the ease is so powerful, because with more ease, 2 things. With ease, a cultivated felt sense of ease in your business and in your life, you're going to be more present for the easy days. You are actually going to be able to enjoy the easy days in such a more embodied and present way. So I'm talking about the days where you wake up on the right side of the bed and you hit all the green lights somehow by some magic, and someone DMs you and says, oh my God, I just found you on Instagram or whatever, and I'd love to connect with you because I think you have exactly what I need to help me, right? And then someone that you've been communicating with who's been thinking about buying your latest service sends you a message and says, guess what I just purchased, right? And then your partner comes home and offers to cook you dinner. Like, the easy days are beautiful things, but when we are cultivating that sense of ease in our business, where we have the confidence and the self-trust because we know what to do and we know how to show up for it, we are so much more present and abundant in the easy days. And that's so beautiful, right? And the second thing is, with more of that cultivated felt sense of ease, you are more resourced for the hard days. Again, easy days are not guaranteed, right? There are just so many factors outside of our control. And so when you wake up on the hard days, where you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you hit all the red lights and that post you made was full of crickets, and right, like on those days, if you have cultivated a felt sense of ease, your brain and your mind and your body, your spirit, everything is just resourced for navigating that day and for moving through it without all of that disappointment that you are doing it wrong, that that you're manifesting incorrectly, that like there's something about you that isn't working, because you have the ease, the confidence, the self-trust to know, wait, one day out of these 30 days doesn't mean anything about the end result. The process doesn't mean anything about the end result. All I am focusing my brain power on right now is my plan, knowing what to do, right? Having a clear plan, and then knowing what I need and what to do about it to show up and execute on the plan. Like, that's all that my brain power is available for right now. So when I wake up and it ends up being a hard day where something, came up that I was unprepared for, guess what? I know what to do, and I know how to show up for it. I know what I need. I know what I need to give myself, how to nourish myself, how to support myself, how to empower myself so that I can show up and take care of it, right? That level of confidence and self-trust is where the ease comes from and is what the ease is all about. And it is a cultivated, felt sense. I know what to do no matter what happens, because shit that you are unprepared for is going to happen in life and business, right? No matter what happens, I know what to do. I have a plan. I am confident in myself to follow through with it, and I trust myself to show up for it. Like, that's magic in your business. And that's where, that's where the leveling up, that's where the next level CEO like shit starts turning in your business, because you have retrained your brain to act like a CEO, right? To no matter what happens, I know what to do and I know how to support myself so that I can show up for it. That's where things really start to shift and explode and expand in our business experience, right? So again, this is what we do in my one-on-one programs. It is building you that super clear plan. We are getting really clear, we're diving deep, we're getting really clear on who your ideal client is, where you are focusing your online presence, right? Kind of picking a platform to go all in on, to build an audience, getting really clear about what it is you're posting, what you're saying in those posts, the purpose behind those posts, building out that messaging so you can educate your audience on why they should be even interested in you, or if they should even be interested in paying attention to you, right? What exactly it is you do, what problem you help them solve, how you help them solve it, educating them on how to identify if they have the symptoms that are related to the problem you help them solve for, so they can go, oh wait, is this a good time for me? Do I actually need this service? Oh my God, she's totally talking to me. Like, I'm experiencing these exact problems, and she's telling me that she has a plan for me to work through those or bust through those blocks or overcome them, or whatever it is you do as a coach, healer, service provider, right? So again, getting really clear and building out that action plan, building you a starting point that you can get actionable on so that you can get out there, start communicating with people, start cultivating your voice and your brand and your messaging, getting better, building those skills, building those habits of being a strong, powerful CEO that advocates for exactly what it is you do and who you serve, right? So this is exactly what we do in my programs. And then it is that in-between accountability, if you will, of helping you and supporting you with all of those pleasure tools and empowerment tools that, like the things that help you feel empowered and resourced and motivated to go do the thing, right? Whether that's solo dance parties like myself or something else, right? Whatever it is, really finding and honing those tools so that it gets easier every time you go into those pleasure tools, and every time you use those pump me up songs so that you can get in your empowered place and write that post and post that thing and say that stuff and call those people in, right? So my 3-month program is really about the clarity. We build out all the clarity with your content strategy, right? Getting your messaging, your offer creation. So getting really clear on what it is you are selling, getting really clear on a platform that you're going to go all in on, and then building out that messaging so you know exactly what you're posting, who you're speaking to, and what each post's sort of purpose or goal is, so that you can show up for that shit as the badass Creatrix CEO you are. And then in the 6-month program, it's clarity and implementation. So for the first 90 days, we're really building out all that clarity stuff, building out the action plan. And then for the next half of that 6-month period, we are diving in and we are executing on that shit, right? So this is what I do. This is what I love to do. This is what I'm here for. So if you are feeling like, what the fuck am I posting about today? What am I doing? If you find yourself in that constant decision fatigue, like we talked about, where you're like, every day you're like, who even am I? What am I even supposed to say? How am I supposed to show up? Is it on Facebook today? Is it on Instagram? What's happening? You don't have a clear plan, and you want support in building out that clarity so that you can cultivate that sense of ease and confidence and self-trust and empowerment, so that you can wake up every day going, is it a good day? Is it a bad day? Doesn't matter, because I know what to do and I know how to fucking show up for it, because I'm a badass with a plan and I know how to serve myself and meet my needs so that I can be big and do the thing I said that I was going to do and create the business of my dreams, right? So if you feel like you are needing that clarity, you are needing those next steps, you are needing that plan, and or you are needing that support system to hold you accountable to those things and to take you deeper into your magic and medicine and into that embodied creatrix version of yourself that knows how to tap into her pleasure and knows how to tap into her sense of power, right? Because we get to explore all of the tools that help you feel that way. Then book a free call with me. Let's get in touch. Let's talk about your business, about your content.
Thank you for watching. And remember, sharing is caring. If you found value in this video, please share it with a friend who needs to hear it. As always, we love your feedback. Please share with us your biggest takeaways in the comments. And for more personal interaction, come join the Creatrix community over on Instagram.